The video all of you wanted to see. This review on the new Wimpy Kid book that came out. Not that recently, because it took me 10 years to make this video. Literally for weeks now I've been spammed to do this review. So you better enjoy it. What book am I talking about in particular? Well, all you guys know, because I just showed you, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Big Shot. Sorry, they look so similar of a title, I just got them confused. Yeah, I'm sorry, that joke was just too easy not to say. I had to say it. So of course, I went to Barnes & Noble, picked up the book, and then the lady started to hand me what I can only describe as a trash bag for the book. Big bag, yeah! So when you're done reading it, you have a place to throw it away. Or maybe when you're done reading this awful thing, you can do this. Hey, at least this was way better than the tattoos they gave me with the last book. Also, I was just joking. The book's not garbage. Here's a little summary. I'm just gonna read directly off the back because I don't feel like writing a new summary. After a disastrous field day competition, yada yada. Basically, Greg doesn't want to do sports anymore. His mom forces him to, so he goes on the basketball team and he goes crazy and crazy stuff happens. I mean, which Wimpy Kid book doesn't have crazy stuff happening? And at the end it says, or will he blow his big shot? Ooh, I didn't know it was that kind of book. But with all that, let's actually get into Diary of a Wimpy Kid Big Shot and get into details of what happened. First, can I just point out how funny it is that in almost every Wimpy Kid book, the dad is always in the back of the line just depressed. It's like he's had enough of these books. Honestly, I kind of relate to him. In the beginning, it's basically Greg talking about how he's bad at sports, but he likes the idea of playing. His parents want him to play thinking he'll be good, but he knows he won't be. Then you just have this random thing of Manny going crazy. That is not normal. I am telling you, there is something more than Manny that we don't know. Manny is evil. Or maybe Greg is evil. Here he is at a funeral just showing off his medal. Like, Greg, some empathy, please? This whole family's messed up. Besides Roderick, he's actually the only normal one in this series. Anyway, the school is doing a field day and Greg wants to win it bad. He starts to train in different ways, but of course, because he's weak as poop, he can't do any of it. Like, I've never seen a person so bad at working out. I mean, as for me, I just don't do it. But if people do it, come on, like, you can't be this bad. So for now, he gives up on training and he has to eat healthy, but he doesn't like healthy food. So what's a good idea? Instead of just going through with it and eating the healthy food, the psychopath that Greg is, he invites Rowley over and forces him to eat it. What a great guy and a great friend. But back to the field day stuff. Every class is now preparing for the field day event, including Jeffrey Epstein's class. I guess he became a teacher. So, field day begins. Crazy stuff is happening because if it wasn't, little kids would stop reading by now if there wasn't anything crazy going on. Good idea, Jeff Kenny. Keep them interested. But in the end, this whole field day thing was kind of pointless because everyone wins a prize of getting the day off from school. It's like, why did I just read all that for nothing? Everyone gets a day off, so it's like poop. But whatever. I mean, every Wimpy Kid book does that. They always have to derail so much. Greg is pretty much done with sports now because field day was such a disaster. But someone steps in and saves the day. Actually just makes the book longer. Greg's mom wants to give sports one last try. I have to say this though and make it clear. Jeff Kenny has always been the king of stretching something so small and making it like 20 pages. There's this one little memory Greg has about going to a game with his dad, and it's so long for no reason. Literally like over 10 pages of this memory. I mean, I get why he wants to make it 217 pages, but man, it's a stretcher. Pretty much what I do with my videos, so who can blame him? Anyway, Greg's pretty much forced to sign up for basketball, but he doesn't believe he's gonna get on the team, so he's pretty happy because he won't get on the team. But who knew? Big surprise, like I was literally eating my fingernails off in suspense. Greg makes the basketball team. But of course, Greg's not happy because he gets put on some like special needs team or something like that. They say the name of the book. Oh my god. Big Shot. So the team is still training. They're trash. I'm shocked. You know what's something I'm actually shocked about? Is how focused this book is so far. I mean, we're over 100 pages now, and this book has pretty much one focused plot. It's not all over the place with different stuff going on like the other books. it really focuses on this basketball storyline, and I really do appreciate that. I'm not even joking. Now, let's just hope it stays that way, because the other ones are just way too over the place for me, and it loses focus on what Wimpy Kid even is, about a guy in middle school, and that's what this is so far. So they play the game, and they're really bad. Will this mean something at the end of the book? The underdogs? And then they mention the town that they hate the most. Maybe they will have to play and beat them at the end? Actually, they lose to them, the plot goes nowhere. Yeah, I'm not even joking. That's the end of that. That big build-up, they hate the town and everything, goes nowhere. The end. But there's still more. The coach has had enough. I mean, he's done. He literally leaves. So Greg's mom takes over to coach the team. Jeff Kenny has to make a joke about the predictable ending. They're the underdogs and all. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's just funny how he has to joke about it. So the team goes through all these other teams. They're really bad. You think they're gonna lose. And then Greg makes the final big shot. And they win. The end. Actually, it's a little bit more confusing than that. Greg goes on the other team and then the mom gets jealous. They win. I don't feel like explaining all that. So just to make it as simple as possible, Greg wins. The end. Wow. You know what I just read? A Diary of a Wimpy Kid book that's not about going on a road trip for the 9,000th time. This book actually had a focused narrative and was, I have to say, kind of fun to read. I know that may sound very shocking coming from me because I always hate on the books, but this one wasn't too bad. I'm gonna be honest. You really get to follow Greg of what he's doing with this basketball thing, and it doesn't cut to other stupid stuff like Crowley's doing this, Manny's doing that, like all of this weird side plots. It's Greg is on the basketball team and you actually like feel and relate to what they're doing. I can't believe I'm saying all this good stuff. I really can't. There's only a couple bad things I would say about it. One is that it stretches out a lot of little plots to like just 10 pages, but what Wimpy Kid book doesn't do that. It's pretty much like the other ones. And two, there's no Roderick in this. There's like one page with them, but that's it. Hey, but if getting rid of Roderick also means less Manny in this book, I'll take it. Manny is trash, but overall, it's pretty good. I'll say this real quick too. I'm not sure how long this review will even be, because when there is like multiple side plots happening, there's a lot more to talk about. This one was so focused that it's actually hard to think of a lot of stuff to say or to make fun of. Like, I don't have a lot to make fun of in this book. I actually kind of liked it. Like, the basketball team's funny. The way they play is just great, and Greg winning at the end is just a predictable ending, but I can't make fun of it. I don't know. I just kind of liked it. It wasn't that bad. Trust me, I know it's weird, but it's just the truth. Now, it is time for me to make my big shot and destroy the book. Oh my dude, how'd I make? Oh, I'm done. Alright, I'll take that. Oh my god, I have the cheese touch!